No matter how carefully you build your site, it's always good practice to test your work before you put it online. That's why Dreamweaver includes testing tools as well as publishing features. In this chapter, I'll show you how to test and fix links, verify your site's accessibility, and then publish your work on the web. For this chapter, I've created yet another version of the California Nature Photography site. If you want to follow along hands-on with this exercise, make sure you begin by doing the site setup process we've done at the beginning of every other chapter in this series. Remember the shortcut, right here under this icon, just choose New Site. If you're on a PC, you'll find this in the upper right-hand corner of the program interface. When you go through the new site setup process, make sure you select the version of the Nature Photographer site that's in Chapter 10 of your project files. This is a different version than what we've used in previous chapters, and one where I've created a couple of minor errors to show you how the site reporting features in Dreamweaver and the testing features work. For this first lesson, open the Gallery 1 page in your Galleries folder. So just double-click on that or use File Open to open Gallery 1. And I want to start by showing you one of the more comprehensive testing features in Dreamweaver, which is the Site Reports. You'll find this under the Site menu when you choose Reports. Notice here in this dialog at the very top, you start out with multiple options here about what you want Dreamweaver to report on. So you can select to just test the current document, meaning the document you currently have open in Dreamweaver. You can also choose to run a report across the entire website and find any errors all at once. Or you can choose just selected files or a selected folder or subfolder within the site structure. Once you've chosen what you're going to search, and I'm just going to use the current document for now, you need to put a check mark in any of the areas that you actually want to test. So if I want to test accessibility features, I would check there. Or if I want to check for missing alt text, remember every time we've inserted an image in Dreamweaver, we've added some alternative text to describe the image. So let's check and see if there's any missing alternative text. You can also check for things like redundant tags or empty tags. Empty tags can easily happen when you're copying and pasting things on a page, and sometimes you leave behind the formatting tags. You can also check to make sure none of your documents are untitled. This is a very good report to run across your entire site to make sure you've got a title at the top of every page. The workflow options are designed to work with some of Dreamweaver's site management features. So if you're using the checked in and checked out features, or the design notes, which enable you to leave notes for other people who might be working on the same site, you can use this report to quickly identify which pages are checked out or have design notes. You can also use this to look for recently modified files, which is a handy way to identify any pages that have been recently changed, which are probably the ones you most need to check before you upload your site again. To keep things simple for now, let's just look for missing alt text on this page and click Run. No matter what reports you choose to run, Dreamweaver will open this dialog at the bottom of the page and list any errors it's found or anything that matches what you're looking for. In this case, you can see we're missing some alt text. I purposely removed the alternative text behind the main image in this gallery page. If I double-click on that error message, notice that Dreamweaver not only shows me in the code, in the HTML code itself, the image tag without the alt text, but it also selects the image and opens in the Property Inspector the properties for the image. So I can easily now add alternative text into the alt text, hit return, and now you see in the code, Owl in Flight has been added to the image source. You can always switch back to design if you don't want to see that code. And if you want to close the reports at the bottom of the screen, you want to right-click or command-click on this gray bar and choose Close Tab Group.